Drills Talk, episode 57. In this episode, we're going to discuss the top 4 ways to live life to the fullest. This is based on a blog I wrote in the past entitled Life is Short. Now, living life to the fullest, we all want to do it. We know the cliche, we hear it all the time, but do we do it? We usually do it when tragedy happens, when something bad occurs, or the family needs to get together and everybody's all of a sudden, hey, we need to live life better. We need to get together more. We need to do this. We need to do that. And it only lasts about a couple of weeks. And then everybody's not talking again. Haven't heard from anybody in a couple of months until the next tragedy happens. I want to explain that this is not necessary. We can find ways to live life to the fullest without having a tragedy occur to remind us to do that very thing. Let's go. Drills Talk, episode 57. In this episode, we're going to discuss the top 4 ways to live life to the fullest. Of course, before we get started, please like, subscribe, share, comment, show your love however you would like to show your love. Every Monday here, I have a new blog. Every Wednesday, a new vlog, Drills Talk. Every Friday, a new beat, an instrumental produced by me. Great way to bring in the weekend. Great channel to follow. I appreciate you guys for watching. Let's get started. Number one is to remember how you behave after tragedy. I touched on this in the intro, and it seems to be the only thing that reminds us that we should be living life to the fullest, that we only have one life, blah, blah, blah. You know all the sayings, right? The thing is, remember how you act around that time. You know, it was really family oriented. You called people, you checked on them, you wanted to know what was going on with them. You wondered why you didn't always do it. And then it kind of, tails off. And we don't know why. We kind of just go back to our regular lives until something else happens. And that's not how we have to do it. Tragedy is what actually sparked me to even write the blog. The original blog, Life is Short, is what happened with Kobe Bryant. And if you would like to read that, the link is in the description. But the problem with that is around that time, everybody's mourning, this great sports hero, including myself. And I'm like, oh, my goodness, he's gone. His child's gone. Other families have lost their husbands, wives, and children or grandchildren and cousins and all that stuff in this one tragedy. And we kind of remember that, oh, my goodness, family is so important. Life's so precious. And after a while, we kind of forget. We go back to the same thing. And, not long after that, then the pandemic hit and everybody's kind of away from their families. Some people haven't seen their families to this day. And now at this time of this recording, we're about a year out from when everything started to come to America. And we had to deal with the issue of, COVID. So what happened after that? Well, we had February and then, the break in the NBA. Teams didn't want to play because of the passing of Kobe. All right, fine. And then a month later, everything stops again. But this time, through the summer because of the issue and the uncertainty of everything that's going on. But in that time, we also lost touch with a lot of our older loved ones outside of a phone call because we couldn't go see them. The sad part is if nothing was going on, it's no guarantee that we would have seen them any more than we seen them, during the time of, isolation and everyone had to stay away from each other and no one can travel. But that's the sad part. When you see that you can't do it, you want to do it. When you have the ability to do it, is always there. And that's not the way to live your life to the fullest. Living your life to the fullest is, I wonder how so-and-so is doing. Let me call them or go see them, or call them and plan to go see them soon. And if you're not going out and you're not seeing anybody, there's FaceTime, there's Zoom calls, you can be face to face with people virtually and just try to keep that connection there and strong. Living life to your fullest, checking on everybody, making sure everybody's okay, know what's going on with you, and you know what's going on with them. Number two is that life is short. Not saying that, 5 years, you can die, or 20 years old, you can die. It's the fact that is an indeterminate amount of time. You have no clue. We have no idea. Some of us are here for 80 years and it's short. Some people, check out in 40 and it's a full life. We don't really know. But if you always go into life and live your life saying that life is short and you never know what's going to happen, you use every day. You don't have any slack days. You don't have any, I'm not doing anything this week. You always do something. You do something because you never know. And that's the truth every day, but we don't always tell ourselves that. It's, well, this week, I'm done with people. I'm not dealing with people. I don't want to call anybody. My phone is off. I just need isolation. We've been doing isolation for a year now. How much isolation do you need? You need to go out. You need to breathe some air. You need to do something. I'm not saying be around people to get sick and just be irresponsible. What I am saying is that you need to live your life and try to give yourself something every day to where you can go to sleep and say, I'm proud because today I did this. You did something to give yourself some life. You did something to write down. If you have a notebook where you write down, or you have a file where you jot down all the great things that have happened in your life, which is a great idea if you don't do it. And, just give yourself an idea of, this is what I did this week. It didn't seem like I did much, but when I went back and I read, I see, oh yeah, I wanted to do 3 of those things a lot. And I remember talking about those for months, but I knocked those out that week. Do that. Live your life. Life is short. Number 3. Number 3 is to face fear. We're scared of everything. We're scared of succeeding, scared of failing, scared of the dark, scared of the light. Everything's scared. Everything's fear. And why are we not facing it? The problem is, facing fear means that you have to, 1, admit you're scared. And then you have to, 2, while being scared and admitting you're scared, go directly at what's scaring you. But that's part of it, because with fear is the unknown. I don't know what's going to happen if I succeed. I don't know if I can handle it. I don't know what's going to happen if I fail. I don't know if I can handle that. Fear of the dark is because you can't see. You don't know what's out there. Fear of the light, of too much light, or too much attention, is like, oh my goodness, I'm used to just being this regular old person, just walking down the street, nobody noticing. And now I can't go anywhere without somebody pointing and saying, hey, look at them. Or wanting to give a statement, or wanting me to take a picture. And people, they get scared. It's like, oh my goodness, I just want to be an actress. I just want to be an actor. I just want to make music. But this comes with the territory. And am I ready for that? The only way to find out is to actually go and do it, be in it, and answer that question for yourself. Because it's never as bad as you think it is. It never is. Yes, if you make it big, people are going to want to see that you're real. They see you on TV, or they hear your voice or whatever. They want to see that, okay, this person's a normal person just like me. I want to take a picture to remember it, because I'm living my day too. They're living their life to the fullest. And if they see somebody they really admire or they like, and they let them pass by, what are the chances they see that person again? You remember, life is short, right? So they're living their life. You need to live your life too and say, you know what? I remember when I wanted to be admired and now I am. Or I remember when I saw that person on TV and I wanted to meet them and I never did. But this person's getting to see the person and meet the person that they wanted to see. I have to allow that. Let's live life. Let's take this picture. Face fear. The other side is never as scary as you think it's going to be. Number 4. Number 4 is you are responsible for your happiness. No one else is. And, you've seen a meme and you've probably heard it from somebody else or somebody that didn't really say it and put their name on it or whatever. But just get the message. And the message is that you're responsible for your happiness. You make you happy. A happy you is what you're responsible for. A happy everybody else is not. If everybody takes responsibility for making themselves happy, we'll be way better off. It's kind of selfish to think that someone else is the reason you're not happy. How can they have that power? And why do you not have that power? You're not living your life to the fullest if you're not making yourself happy. What do you like to do? Who knows you better than you? Hopefully no one. Like, you should know yourself better than anybody. You spend the most time with yourself. You know exactly what you like. You know exactly what you dislike. You can distance yourself from dislikes, and you can, always go towards what you like. Now, of course, you have to do it responsibly. What you like is hurting you or self-deprecating, then of course stop that and find something else that's a good replacement, a healthy replacement, and make yourself happy. Whatever you're not happy with. You want to feel better about yourself and maybe going out and getting a degree will make you feel better, more distinguished. Do that. Need to lose a little weight? Find ways to do it. You know that you're not a workout warrior and you know you won't stick with it. You got to change your diet. You have no problem working out, and maybe you don't have to change your diet as much. Maybe like little things, cut the sugar down, cut the sugar out if you can. It'll just be a longer journey, but you can do it. get the stuff done. What would you like to do? What would make you happy today? Ask yourself that question and do it, because life is short. This is episode 57, the top 4 ways to live life to the fullest. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. It's drills.com. Check this shit out. It's Drills.